Hello everyone, my name is Mia Easylay and thank you for watching the video today. Today we are going over effort values, everything about them, all in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now first off, an EV in past games is an effort value. It's basically when you battle Pokemon, you increase your stats by portions. So you can have up to a certain amount. So by battling, for example, a Starly in the wild, you would get a speed EV. It would overall increase your Pokemon's stats. Now, in the past, you could do that by battling wild Pokemon, like I said, or by using the Pokemon drugs like protein, calcium, etc., the HP up, and it would just increase your Pokemon's, your stats and make them more powerful, and you could EV train to basically create, like, the perfect battle team, or to have a Pokemon lean one way or another. For example, you could have an Altaria that was much more of a physical attacker, or a special attacker, depending on. An IV is what your Pokemon is born with, so it's naturally going to be stronger at something. You could have it from anything from, like, not being well to having best, so that also increases it. That is an unseen value that you normally only get by, like, beating a battle tower and being able to see, and then you increase it by using items also, but that's usually a later thing, using, like, bottle caps in Pokemon Sword, Shield, etc., etc. Now, however, in Pokemon Legends Arceus, things have changed up a little bit. We no longer have EVs. What we have now is called an effort level. Now, what an effort level is if you notice over here on this Chimchar, I have a 0, a 0, a 0, a 1, a 1, and a 1. That is your effort level. Now, effort levels can go up to a 10 total. And you can increase this. There's no limit. So if I wanted to, I could have 10, 10, 10, 10s across the board on all of these. These are an effort level. Now, when you encounter a wild Pokemon, capture a wild Pokemon, they normally have random set ELs. They are effort levels, not EVs. That'll range from 0, 1, 2, or 3. As you can see, right here, see this little Yanma has a natural 3 speed. Some of them have 1s, 2s, etc. Those are just the ones that I've noticed. So those are your ELs naturally. Now, the next thing is how to increase an EL. To increase an EL, what you want to do is you want to use these special items. Now, these items are known as grits. So if you notice here, I have Grit Dust, Grit Gravel, Grit Pebble, and Grit Rock. First off, Grit Dust will increase your level from 0 to 3. So when your effort level is 0, 1, or 2, you can increase it. But once it gets to level 3, you can no longer increase it. What you have to do is use Grit Gravel. Grit Gravel will go from 3 to 5, and then your effort level for Pebble, it says at least, or 3 to 6, sorry, 3 to 6. And then the Grit Pebble will go from your level 6 to level 9, and then in order to increase everything from level 9 to level 10, you would use your Grit Rock. And that is how you increase your EVs, okay? The next thing you want to do is, how am I going to get these items? There are a couple ways to get the items. First and foremost, you can go over and talk to this lady over here. She is in charge of your little beautiful pasture, and what you're going to do is you're going to release Pokemon. So Pokemon that you don't necessarily need or want, you can just release. So the more you release, the more stuff you get. So I'm just going to release, you know, a random amount. Now, a couple... Ooh, not Jelly. Now, here's one nice thing we just noticed. If you try to release a shiny Pokemon, it'll literally tell you what the f*** are you doing. Now, Jelly is very special. We will never release him, and we will never evolve him. But it says you're releasing a very rare specimen. So don't worry. If you get a little crazy, as long as you don't have... It will not release your shiny Pokemon without telling you, hey, what's going on. So let's just go over here, and I'm going to release a mass of Pokemon. Perfect. Now, just playing the game will allow you to catch Pokemon. This game is super fun. I know most of us are not even doing the storyline. We're just going around and catching and playing, so it's so much fun. Mass outbreaks are also really good for collecting a lot of Pokemon, as you noticed by my last Scyther mass outbreak. So we are now going to release these Pokemon, and then they are gone. They go off into the wild, we go farewell, etc. And then she is going to have this little gentleman come over and says, the Pokemon you released left something behind. Take it, would you? And now I'm going to receive a bunch of Grit items. I received 31 Grit Gravels, I received a Grit Pebble, 56 sacks of Grit Dust, and 3 Grit Rocks. And that is how you get your Grit items. Your next tip, we're going to head up over this bridge, down to the left, and we're going to go over talk to Zoo. I might be saying her name wrong, but let's go check over with her. Here is our next part. We're going to go talk to Zoo. I believe that's how I say her name. I do apologize. Now, a couple things are going to happen. She's going to talk to us, and she has a couple options. One of them is, I want to exchange items. Interesting. Item exchange, what are you in the market for? And you can actually exchange your grits for more. So right now it says I can exchange 10 Grit Gravels for Grit Dust. So you can exchange larger amounts, etc. So I'm just going to do take one. So if you have a lot of smaller grit items, you can build them up. Because the highest grit item is very difficult to get. There we go. So exchange your items over here. Once you have the amount of grit items that you want, you can just press up on your menu, and then now you have access to all of these. So once again, grit dust is your lowest, followed by gravel, then you have pebble, then you have rock. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be leveling up cleave. So I'm going to take some grit dust, we're going to go over to cleave, my shiny cleave ore, and we notice that these are his stats. Now, cleave, for example, I have no need to up his special attack, so unless I just wanted to be a completionist for some reason, but I would like to have some more special defense and defense just in case for battles, though cleave stats are not the best in that sense. He's much more of an attack and speed Pokemon. I'm going to level all of these up. Now notice, because this only goes up to 3, and now that I'm at effort level 3, my grit dust no longer works. So let me level up everything else I want to level up, and get all of these up. Then we have our Grit Gravel. With Grit Gravel, we're going to be able to effort levels 3 and up. So let me take his attack and build that higher. Perfect. Oh, got a little too excited. I'm gonna do his HP too, just cause, and I'll come back later. And I'm gonna do his speed, because I want Cleave to be very buff. Now, also, if you notice, just to make sure, I'm not gonna go into his stats right now. Actually, let's do that. Let's check his stats. So right now, our stats are, let's just look at HP and attack, 152 and 200, alright? 152 and 200. I'm gonna go in with these Grit Pebbles, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do his attack. I'm gonna do his attack. And I'm going to do his HP real quick. Okay? And then I'm gonna check on Cleave. We're at 152 and 200, and look at it now. I have literally just 2 effort levels. My attack jumps to 228, and we have a 169 HP stat. Now, I've run out of some of these items, so I'm just going to stop and go back to Zoo real quick, and we'll get right back to leveling up Scyther, but I'm going to do that exchange item options I just talked to you about in order to get better pebbles, or better grit items. Alright, we are back again. So let's check with Cleave. These are those. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go back to my Grit Pebble, and I'm going to increase my attack. My attack is now level 9. So now that my attack is level 9, I'm going to go and I'm going to use this Grit Rock. Grit Rocks are much harder to find, but you only need one of them. And once you use your Grit Rock, your Cleave's attack is now up to level 10. That is the highest effort value that you can get. Effort level, my apologies. That is the highest effort level you can get. My attack on my level 25 shiny Cleavor Cleave is now 274. I'm ready to go out and enjoy a fabulous battle with Cleave, so good luck on all of your effort levels. So make sure to exchange your items with Zoo, get a bunch of items by doing mass outbreaks and collecting Pokemon, catch everything you can, and exchange them, and then let them release them. They will give you the gifts of the grit items. Make sure to increase your Pokemon's ELs, and if you want to be a completionist, go crazy, but if not, just try to increase the things that you know you want to increase. And thank you so much for joining me today. Now, I do have to ask you a question. Which Pokemon are you most excited to train in the new EL system? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, and if you leave a subscription, I promise you that I will most likely forget to know where I left my keys. So that's about it. I don't know what's going to happen. Just subscribe. I don't know what happens. My name is Mia EasyLay. Join me on twitch.tv/MiaEasyLay, where you can watch myself and Cleave take down the Hisui region and become the true champions and overlords. Are we about to, become, an evil organization? Am I Team Rocket? Thank you so much for watching the video.